What's up guys, I'm back. I am Simple Simon and today we're going to talk fight predictions for UFC 237 in Brazil. How about that last fight prediction video that I made, eh? 1 pick out of 5. MMA is very unpredictable. Yeah, thank you Khalil Roundtree for giving me that 1 pick. I was so scared I was going to get 0 for that card. Hey, they're all close fights, but that brings my fight predictions total to... So today might be my last prediction video, eh? I can't have more losses than wins, that's embarrassing. But we're going to talk about 4 fights today on the UFC 237 card. Let's do this. So the first fight we're going to talk about is 2 Brazilians, Carlos Diego Ferreira versus Francisco Trinaldo. I'm a big fan of both these guys. Both of them are solid, solid fighters all around, good striking, good ground game. Or decent on both anyway. Trinaldo is probably more known because he's beaten some really big name guys. Ferreira, I feel like not a lot of people may know him, but he's very good. He's really only lost to the best guys. I think he's got 2 losses. He lost to Dustin Poirier and I think Beneil Dariush. There is only 2 losses. However, he doesn't really have as many signature names on his resume as Trinaldo does. Now, for those who know Trinaldo, he was on the Brazilian Ultimate Fighter, I believe maybe even the first one. I remember his fight going into the house. He was a scary looking motherfucker. I can't pronounce his nickname, but the word looks very similar to Massacre. He's just very scary, and I'm pretty sure he had to fight to get into the house, and he just ran through this dude, and everyone was just looking at him like, I do not want to fight this guy. So this is going to be a real close fight. I feel like this is probably one of the hardest fights for me to predict in this one, just because Ferreira, I want to tip him because I believe he's really good and I believe he can win. He just doesn't have those signature wins, while Trinaldo, I've picked against Trinaldo before, not in these videos, it was before, I don't think he's fought since I started making these videos, but I've picked against Trinaldo before, against guys that I didn't think he'd beat, and he has beaten them. He's got some good names on his resume. He has lost to, some of the top guys, but he's very good. He looks like one of those guys. He's so muscly. He just looks like one of those guys who will gas out, and he does fight pretty hard. He has a very energetic pace, but he manages to survive the 3 rounds, you know what I mean? So it's a really tough fight for me to pick. I was going to go Ferreira in the beginning. I feel like I should stick with him because every time I change, and I feel like I fuck up. But I feel like I'm going to go with Trinaldo. I feel like his toughness may get him past this time. They're both tough guys. I feel like I've seen Trinaldo overcome more in previous fights. So you know what? I'm changing my pick. Originally I came to this video thinking Ferreira, but I'm going to go with Trinaldo on this one. Next fight is going to be fellow Aussie Alexander Volkanovski versus my boy Jose Aldo. Very interesting fight. Another tough one to pick. I'm running real risk with this one. Straight off the top of my head, I'm thinking Volkanovski. He looks so good against Chad Mendes. Oh my god. He really, I think, came out of the closet for a lot of people. It was just like, people like Chad Mendes is legit, right? And Volkanovski, that fight was amazing. Weathered the storm, came back from adversity, and absolutely sort of owned Chad Mendes in the end. It was unbelievable. Jose Aldo, on the other hand, people have been writing him off since he lost to Conor and Holloway. He obviously went through that real rough patch of losing to these guys, but remember, those guys are the best in the world, and ever since that, people have just been writing him off, including me. It makes me so happy that he's been winning since then. He beat Renato Moicano, that body shot knockout of Jeremy Stevens. Oh my god, I love it when Jose Aldo wins because he's just seems like such a nice guy. He doesn't come from much, and everything, little things mean so much to him. And he's clearly in the twilight of his career, but obviously everyone's saying he's out of resurgence. But look, I think he's just always been that good. You know what I mean? I mean, he was the featherweight champion for to this day, he's still the greatest featherweight in MMA history, in my opinion. Fight me if you want. No, don't fight me, please. I haven't trained in ages. So this one's going to be interesting. Straight off the top of my head, like I said, I would have thought Volkanovski because of his performance. I'm starting to lean the other way because it's in Brazil. The thing is, I feel like Aldo's chin is not as good as it used to be. However, it holds up. Like Aldo likes to let people test his chin. You know what I mean? He wants to go into those 5 fights. I feel like if he fights like that, he may lose this one. But I feel like he's a better technical striker than Volkanovski. Really tough fight to pick this one as well. But Originally, I was going to go Volkanovski, but I'm going to change again. Seriously, if these first two picks backfire on me, I'll be like, oh, that's it, no more MMA prediction videos. But being in Brazil, I'm going to go with Aldo. He's going to have the strength of however many Brazilians are going to be in the stadium. He's going to have all those guys behind him. He's going to be at his best. But Volkanovski has really proved he's that good. Look, as much as I'd like to... Look, either way I win here. The Aussie wins, or one of my favourite fighters of all time, Jose Aldo, wins. So either way, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to go with Aldo being in Brazil. And you know what? To be honest, I like seeing these old guys. I mean, you know he's only got a fight or two left. I like seeing these guys who've been around, who've done so much for the sport. I like to see them win. Even though, you know, their peak is over, I just like to see those guys win. Next fight, a little bit more scarier, a little bit more easier to pick for me, I think. Jared Cannonier takes on legendary Anderson Silva, yeah. Alright, so I'm a massive Anderson Silva fan, but his days, I feel like, are clearly over, right? Just like Jose Aldo, but not so much. I mean, he hasn't had that resurgence. I feel like he's only had wins because some people, and even his last fight was against Adesanya. He lost. He did okay. Silva did a lot better than I think most people thought, and I really think that if he fought even harder, if he really put in more effort or was more offensive, he could have even got the nod, in my opinion. A lot of people still seem to fight him and give him too much respect, right? So Adesanya gave Silva way too much respect, which, look, is probably a smart thing to do. I mean, Silva still is the GOAT in a lot of people's minds, but think about Chris Weidman when he beat him. Why did Chris Weidman... Now, just so you know, and you can ask my friends, I told people Chris Weidman was going to beat Anderson Silva the first time. I actually tipped Silva the second time in the rematch for some reason, but the first time they met, I was like, Weidman's going to beat Silva, he's going to be the one. Anyway, Weidman came into that fight not fearing Anderson Silva, giving him no respect whatsoever. He's just like, motherfucker, I'm here to kick your ass, I am better than you. And that's the mentality you have to have, I think, to beat Silva, or at least dominate him. Jared Cannonier is absolutely going to give Anderson Silva no respect, I believe. He might lose the first round. He might be wary in the first round, but Cannonier, when he fires up and goes in the beast mode, he is a scary motherfucker. I remember his fight against that guy. I love the guy that he fought, Kutaliba, I think his name is. I can't say his name properly. He just recently lost to Glover. And those two fought. I'm pretty sure Cannonier lost the first round because Kutaliba, or whatever, however you say his name, is an absolute beast. And then Cannonier just went beast mode. He's like, yeah, you think you're a beast? I'm a motherfucking beast. And he was just coming walking forward like with hands down. Just Cannonier is absolutely a fucking terrifying motherfucker and can knock out anyone in the division. He's had a few losses at light heavyweight. He's dropped down to middleweight now. I believe his first fight at middleweight was against David Branch, where he won by knockout. This is going to be interesting. I do not have faith in Silva's chin. I think if you do not respect Silva and you come at him and you've got heavy power like Cannonier do, you will knock Silva out or hurt him. Silva gets tagged these days. He's not the Matrix guy we once knew. As much as I'd love to see Silva win, I mean, I want Silva to win, trust me, but I cannot tip him. I'm going Cannonier, and I'm going to say he's going to knock him out. The main event, Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade. I've been a Rose fan since she was in Invicta. I was watching that girl when she was only like 2-0 as a pro or some shit, doing flying arm bars in Invicta. I'd watched all her amateur fights. I've been a big fan of her for a long time. So when she came to the UFC, I knew who she was. I've always been. She's probably my favourite female fighter, just because she was just so damn cute back in the day. She still is, even with the shaved head, it's all good. Jessica Andrade is a scary motherfucker. She scares me. Like, when she beats down on the girl, it was just like, oh my god, please stop, leave her alone. So for me, this is going to be interesting. Rose obviously has come a long way. She beat Jędrzejczyk twice. Wasn't a fluke the first time. She beat her twice legit. And I believe that she won that decision against her. It was very close. I felt like it was 2-2, and I feel like she really edged out Jędrzejczyk. And Andrade has lost to Jędrzejczyk, so it's very interesting. I think Rose is also a lot lengthier than Andrade. Andrade is quite short, which is why I feel like Jędrzejczyk sort of had her way with her. But Andrade absolutely has crazy power in the fist if she can hit you. This is going to be interesting. I feel like Andrade has what it takes to beat Rose. The only person that Andrade has lost to is actually Jędrzejczyk since coming to strawweight. She lost a couple of fights at bantamweight, I believe, because look, she was just too small. She was actually more skilled, I think, than most of the fighters she lost to, but she just gave up too much of a size difference. So strawweight is definitely her division. It's a tough one. I love Rose. And look, on any given day, I feel like, look, Rose is so good on the ground as well as she is on the feet. But I feel like in Brazil, I'm going to have to go with Andrade in this one. She's just one scary individual. I mean, she destroyed Claudia Gadelha. I mean, my God, Claudia is that good. And Andrade was like, I am better. I am the fucking Brazilian dominator in the female division, alright? And this strawweight division anyway. Hurts me. I'm a big Rose fan, and I'm also a big Pat Barry fan. But yeah, I have to say that I'm going to go with Andrade for this one. Look, again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on a lot of these picks. Actually, not really. I want Jose Aldo to win. But yeah, I'm going to go with Andrade, but I am hoping that Rose can really prove that she is that good. So they're my picks for UFC 237. Let's see how we go, yeah? If I have more losses than wins after this episode, that might be it. I'll just start making MMA videos, but I don't know. Vitor Belfort. Anyway, till next time, motherfuckers, enjoy the fights.